You know, I think it's finally time we could say the Houston Astros have the best, but not only the best, but the deepest rotation in the entire league. Now, right now, I consider the Yankees, the Astros, and the Dodgers to have the 3 top rotations in the entire league. Obviously, I don't put the Mets in there because DeGrom and Scherzer are currently out, so that just leaves the 2 AL teams with 1 NL team in there. So the reason I'm saying that the Astros have the best and deepest starting rotation in the entire league is because over the past 6 games, they've shown it. They went 16 straight innings without allowing a hit to the New York Yankees, one of the top offensive teams in the entire league. Although they split that series, their starting rotation absolutely dominated, and they've absolutely shut the Mets down offensively these past 2 series. Justin Verlander, Framber Valdez, Christian Javier, Luis Garcia, and Jose Urquidy. Now I want you to sit there and think for a minute. Outside of Justin Verlander, do any of you outside of maybe the hardcore Houston Astros fans know any of those guys? Maybe Framber Valdez, maybe Christian Javier a little bit since he threw that no-hitter the other day. But outside of those guys, y'all haven't heard of these guys. These players do not get the national love that some other teams do. So I went ahead and crunched some numbers for the Houston Astros for their starting rotation as of 6/29/2022, and here's what I came up with. So combining Justin Verlander, Framber Valdez, Christian Javier, Luis Garcia, and Jose Urquidy's numbers, they've combined for 399.4 innings pitched, a 3.09 ERA, a .216 batting average against, and a 1.08 whip. Now you compare these stats and these numbers to a pitching rotation like the Yankees, who are bona fide, who are one of the top 3 rotations in the league. And keep in mind, these stats are of 6/29/2022 at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Yankees starting rotation has pitched a combined 407.2 innings. They have a 3.094 ERA, a 1.04 whip, and a 2.21 batting average against. So as you see right there, the Astros have less innings pitched with the similar ERA, a better batting average against, but the only thing they get edged out in is the whip. And you notice I talk about the Yankees starting pitching's ERA is a 3.094 versus the Astros 3.091. That's because the Astros actually edged them out at a 0.003% at 3.0911. And just remember, the Astros are getting guys back. The starting rotation that they have right now isn't even their actual starting rotation. You have to remember that Jake Odorizzi and Lance McCullers are going to have a spot on this rotation whenever they come back sometime in August or September. Jake, before he got hurt back in May, was pitching absolutely phenomenal, and Lance McCullers last year in the playoffs, before he got injured, he was the ace of the team. Basically, he took the place of Justin Verlander while Verlander was recovering from Tommy John surgery. So that begs an even bigger question: who do you take out of the rotation to put those guys back in, or do you at all? If Christian Javier and Jose Urquidy are still pitching as good as they have been their past 3 starts, do you supplement them out for those 2 guys, or do you just leave them in until they falter? If you noticed, I mentioned Urquidy and Christian Javier. That's because Urquidy is actually the weak point of the Houston Astros starting rotation, and Javier is actually more of a bullpen guy that comes in to relieve pitchers if they get knocked out early or if they need a bullpen day. There is a lot of questions about to come up for the Houston Astros and their starting rotation and what to do whenever they get their horses back out there. The Houston Astros just have an embarrassment of riches at starting pitcher. And I think the craziest part is that outside of Framber Valdez and Justin Verlander, none of these guys have elite stuff besides maybe Lance McCullers and his curveball. These guys don't have high velocity fastballs. Yeah, they hit 95 to 96, but they're not throwing 99 100 miles an hour. They don't have the most ankle breaking, earth defying kind of stuff. They don't have what Corbin Burns has. I pretty much summarize it like this: the New England Patriots in football have the Patriot way. The Houston Astros in baseball have been what the Patriots have been in football for the past 5 years, which is basically just do your job. Come in every single day. Make sure your homework's done. Make sure you know your opponent, know your enemy, know where you're supposed to pitch and throw the ball at. Their sweet spots, their hot spots, their cold spots. Be on the same page with your catcher at all times. And above all else, don't try to be cute. Don't try and do more than what's needed. Basically, the Patriot way. Do your job. Don't be too cute with it. This is just my opinion, but I firmly stand by it. I firmly believe that the Houston Astros are at this point the New England Patriots of baseball because they just continue to sustain excellence even with the departure of talent, even with missing their top guys. Fill in the gaps and just do your job. Guys, I'd love to know what y'all think in the comment section down below about the Houston Astros starting rotation. Are they the best rotation in the league? Are they not the best rotation in the league? Who do y'all think is the best rotation in the league, if not the Astros? Would love to know and hear about your comments, thoughts down below. And I want to thank y'all so much for the support and love on the videos the past week or so. It's it's been unbelievable, and I'm so grateful for it. But anyways, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new, because I have more baseball content like this, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Adios, mi amigos.
Hey, thank you for rocking out tonight. You could be anywhere in the world. You right here. I got my special guest, Patriot, man.
Yeah, we bringing this all from the Keystone State.
Chilling in the Empire State. Till we run that entire state.